kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing is Milton. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Brooks. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Milton. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll go down at the 28. 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Milton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Milton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He gets away for one. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Falcons have opened the lead up to 30. Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. Muscles him off. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Milton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Looking to throw. Milton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Operating from the gun. Milton. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Second down and 6 now.
The slot man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Milton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Brooks is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd and 3.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that depth.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
To throw is Milton.
Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Milton.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Gets past one man. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On the draw, Robinson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Atlanta,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.